The Tilton Talk Show on srbradio.com.
Oh, that's all right, boys. Wait a minute. I'm with you. I haven't retired yet. Oh, no. I'm going to go right on to the end of the road. Every road through life is a long, long road filled with joys and sorrows too. As we journey on, how your heart may yearn for the things most dear to you. With wealth and love to soar, but onward we must go. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. With a big stout heart to a long steep hill, we may get there with a smile. With a good kind thought and an end in view, we can cut short many a mile. So let courage every day be our guiding star always. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey on till you come to your happy abode, where all you love and you're dreaming of will be there at the end of the road. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend.
So, we're back, and after a 2-week Easter sabbatical, it seems like we've had more time off than the politicians. Blues fall short now, as it seems increasingly probable that we will be playing them from across the road next season. Newspapers claim Blues players have been involved in the latest drug scandal. Blues statement will be read out shortly. Welcome back to Keith Bracey and his rugby show, which can now be heard fortnightly before the Tilton Talk show. First one was back on this evening. Tomorrow we welcome back Chris Hute to St Andrews as a very good Brighton side. Plenty of tickets sold, so get yourselves down and make some noise for the boys in blue. The comedy show from across the expressway continues, as it could be just 5 sleeps before the big red R appears next to the very bottom club of the Premier League. Much to Chris Pugh's annoyance, Leicester City are steaming ahead in the Premier League, and the great Rooney debate went into meltdown after the Vardy party against the Germans. So feet up and enjoy the ride, because the Tilton Talk show is back right through now till the end of the season. Keep right on. Just another Easter being a Blues fan.
We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the Blues. We love you, what more can we say?
So a massive welcome back to the Tilton Talk show. Monday nights now right through till the end of the season, the business end of the season as we usually call it, and it looks like we've probably sealed our place in the championship next year. Probably there is still an outside chance, of course. So we'll knock that out on a debate very, very shortly. Mr. Brown, how nice to have you back. You look so much older than last time I saw you.
Thank you very much.
Not had a shave yet again, I see. Scruffy git. Look at the state of your T-shirt and all. Look at him. He's all over the place, isn't he? Mr. Pugh, how nice to see you again. Well, look at him, he's really in a bad mood, isn't he? He's really
really nice to Mr. Pugh,
we'll pick up on his bad mood very shortly,
Fine,
Chris.
okay.
We've got a very special guest in the show tonight. It's a Bavaria non-alcoholic beer. There you go. The one and only Mr. Neil Adams, who is our resident Blues shirt collector. We're going to be talking all things shirts this evening, and Neil's got a competition on tonight to see if he could become a friend of the show. What's in the box? Chris Pugh, it's his turn. It was all rushed tonight. He's had to dig something out of his vehicle. So
again.
Yeah. So the only thing we do know is that it's coming from the inside of your car, so it could be absolutely anything.
It's going to be rubbish.
Welcome, Mr. Pugh.
Good evening.
And how's your 2-week holiday been?
Terrific.
Are you really happy? Are you thrilled and buzzing to see Leicester City romping away with the Premier League title?
Utterly ecstatic.
Are you absolutely over the moon that Aston Villa definitely seem like they've got 5 days left in the Premier League, despite all your predictions? Yeah. We'll carry on, shall we? We'll keep going. Are you absolutely thrilled that Vardy played an absolute stunner for England?
You say stunner, you did all right, yeah.
Jump up the knives away. We got a paramedic. There was a paramedic, trained paramedic. Neil Adams, ladies and gents. Neil Adams, you are a shirt collector. How many shirts do you need to collect to have the full set? We knew. We did all these pre-checks, didn't we? Me and Mr. Pugh went through all the pre-checks 3 times with him, and what does he do? Leave a mic on.
We did. It's Keith Brace's fault. We didn't have time for the mic check.
I did ask him if he wanted a mic check. Did I not ask him if he wanted a mic check?
There should have been a mic check.
It's that filthy shirt he's wearing, that scruffy beard. Look at the state of him. He's all over the place.
Scruffy attire means
we'll go back to it, Neil. Brilliant, loving it.
Say it again, Neil. Carry on.
Neil,
welcome, Neil.
Even though we would have picked that up, but it would have been quite quiet. So we'll go through it again. The amount of shirts that you say you need to collect are around about 90 to 100 shirts. Yeah. Now, I was talking to you a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't quite fathom out why you want some shirts pre-1875.
Well, with the picture that I've got, I sort of misread it. It says not 1870, it says 1870s. So
right.
Obviously, Blues founded 1875. So maybe there might be a strip that we've never heard of, but it's unlikely. But something that I'm still sort of researching.
Excuse me. So how are you researching all this and using the internet and obviously I dare say from 1875 it's pretty well known what every shirt has been for every year, but you reckon there could be an elusive one?
I've heard it's really grapevine. I don't know if there's any truth to it or not, but I'm still looking, still searching. So, As soon as I come across anything like you guys know. So.
Well, what we'd like you to do is photograph them and stick them on the Tilton Talk
Will do.
Facebook page, if you would. Right, so how many shirts have you got at the minute, excluding the boss one that you've got on? You've come into work talk about shirts, Chris. He hasn't even got to wear a Birmingham shirt tonight. What kind of bloke is he?
Exactly.
These guests we have on. How many guests we have on this show? Do you realise?
They're all in pristine condition in my cupboard at the moment. So.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
Do you get them out very often?
Well, to tell you the truth, I actually only started this thing about 2 months ago. I don't know if it's I don't know if I go midlife crisis or something, but I've just been collecting stuff.
Midlife crisis. How old are you now?
40.
40. Yes. He's just in time for a midlife crisis. How old are you, Mr. Pugh?
27.
You've got yours to come.
27.
You've got yours to come.
Over the hill.
This shirt's older than that.
That shirt is
It
your
looks
midlife
it.
crisis. That shirt is your midlife crisis.
It looks through. Oh yeah, breakfast this morning.
Oh, golly heck. Some of these are going to cost you a few bobs because I've heard that, well, you've said that you're going to have some specially handmade.
Yeah, there's a few companies. The one that I've recently got was a company called Tufts, and I'm sure some of you guys have heard of, and I've had a few made from them at the moment. But
So how much would a one-off shirt cost then to have made?
the last one I had was from the 1830s. That was £60. 1930s.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah,
well, where did you get that one from?
Like,
Is this the elusive one we didn't know about?
That's the special
See
one.
how sharp this guy is,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Pugh.
yeah.
Yeah, he's on the ball, mate. He's on the ball. He might have had 2 weeks off, but he's on the ball.
The website you mentioned, Tufts, I got my my stepdad the penguin top off that website for his birthday a couple of years back. So yeah, that is they got loads of stuff on there, haven't they?
There's a few.
So from the 1930s, then, how much do you reckon that one cost? Well, you would obviously know how much that one cost you.
I mean, go back in to those sort of like days. I don't think they've actually done a lot of replicas in big numbers as we do like see today. So if there are any out there, I think they'll be like rare as hen's teeth, to be quite honest. So but what I found is that anything like pre-70s, like in excellent to good condition, it's just like counting the pennies at the moment. So it's just getting more and more expensive the further I go back.
And what do you want to do with this collection once you've amassed the whole lot? And let's assume you get that elusive one too. What do you want to do with it when you've completed it?
Well, it's a long-term thing at the moment, but I've sort of thinking about because I've got my own private collection of my blues memorabilia, which I've got my man cave. I think I like blue nose, yeah. That's pretty standard, actually, isn't it? Yeah. But something that I might actually run by Blues Admin in the future to possibly do a raffle for charity. So.
Right. So you're thinking of buying them and then raffling them off?
Yep.
Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? But you're not going to raffle them off, I take it, till you've got the complete set?
Definitely, yeah.
And would you raffle off the complete set as the complete
yes,
set?
I would, yeah, it'd be everything.
Wow, that would be one hell of a collection.
You'd imagine once it's all together. But something like that, obviously, it goes without saying, new shirts every season.
Well, which is not what Chris Brown wears, is it? Look?
It's a collection that can obviously be passed down
it can also
on years and years because there'll be new shirts out every season.
Sorry, I missed the beginning bit, but what is the elusive shirt that's you're after? Is there one shirt that you can't get?
Well, as I mentioned, I'm sort of early on at the moment, so I'm just trying to sort of get any help I can at the moment. I've got a lot of the more recent ones, so I'm just sort of like staggering myself back.
Have you spoken to Martin Wentworth on?
Yes, yeah. He's keep me in the loop at the moment.
I've been over to his house, and his house is like a museum.
Yeah, I mean, I was chatting to another guy. I forgot his name now, but he just posted me about 40, 50 photographs of all the stuff he's got, and I thought I was a collector. But he's just a lifelong fan. It's just pretty amazing stuff that he's got. So. I think he's going to help us along the way. So
that shirt from the 1930s, that replica shirt from the 1930s, cost what?
That one particular one, I think it was £60.
So £60.
I mean,
so you're looking at your whole collection and saying 90 shirts. That's going to be quite a considerable amount of money just to give away.
So, obviously,
I mean, I'm going to recoup some of my costs, and whatever is left over. It's going to be run through Blues Admin. He's going to
right. Okay, cool.
So,
it's going to be a fair few quid.
It is, yeah.
So obviously nowadays it's quite common that teams change their shirt every year, and you've got 1, 2 home and away, sometimes a third strip every single year. We're going back to pre-50s, for example. What sort of range are we looking at for how long these shirts last? How often were they changing the strips, would you say?
It varied from season to season. I mean, from what I'm going on at the moment, there's still ones that are popping up that are not even on there. So, I'm finding that.
I was going to say,
pretty
because
interesting.
in the early days, 50s, they wouldn't have changed. Maybe.
Well, you don't know if it.
Who's going to buy it?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the lucrative sort of
And the
seller
one
that it.
yeah.
It's one of the
It
biggest
might have been. It
biggest
might have
money
been. I'm
earners
not
for
sure,
clubs now,
but
isn't it? It's one of the biggest money earners.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's the
In
whole
those
point.
days, there would
You
be
got
more
kids.
priorities, wouldn't there? Like, food.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and bomb
Post-war and
Bomb
things like that.
shelters,
Well, you joke about it. Post-war, no
Absolutely.
one's going to want to splash out on football tops. So
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
you'd have thought there would be the same shirt would be used for 5 seasons and
Yeah.
then change it rather than
Yeah,
changing it every
season.
single year. But
So you're a married man?
Yes.
Judging by the little ring upon your finger there. What does the other half think of this and the rest of the memorabilia in the man cave?
Sorry.
What does the other half take to all the memorabilia in the man cave? Is she a blue nose for a start?
Yeah, well,
That's the only way forward,
yes,
my
it
friend.
is. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's running the family for as far back as I can remember. So
So she joins in with the collection and all that. She nobody
leaves it to me.
Leaves it to you.
Yeah.
Do you like her already?
You can imagine it, can't you? Yeah. Sit up there in your loft with your Peaky Blinder hat on.
A bit like what we do here.
All right, okay, we'll come back to that. But you feel free to join in on anything we talk about tonight. We've got quite a full programme of events tonight, shall we say?
Elo's going on about my shirt, saying is that shirt a
I
dishcloth
would not
in design?
use that shirt in my kitchen as a dishcloth. I'll be honest with you.
our sponsors put a couple of nasty messages
He has.
on the wall already.
Up the foxes for Mr. Pugh. Stick
Yeah.
that one in your pipe.
Yeah,
An April
not-
the 9th prediction, gents. Raise a glass to good old Big Sambo. It might still not be April the 9th. And I know that I'm putting a red number countdown from 7 to 0 or 7 to 1 on my Facebook every single day until the big red R appears. So I think there's 5 sleeps to go. So I'm going to find a red 5 shortly and put that one on. 5 sleeps to go before potentially the drop.
We would prefer the 23rd, though, wouldn't we?
We would love the
It's
23rd.
not going to last.
You never
that
know.
long.
Oh, wouldn't it be nice though, Chris? Wouldn't it be
It's not going
nice?
to last that long.
Norwich get a result.
That's what you don't
There
want.
is. Do you know what? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, me, Christopher. You do know.
Right, yeah.
But do you think that's why our games have been rescheduled to Tuesday nights now over the next? So there won't be any mass hysterical celebrations in the city centre
No.
on a Saturday. You
No,
don't think so?
I don't think so.
What about yourself, Neil?
I'll probably be there picking the pieces up.
Yes, there is that side of it, I suppose. But why don't you think that that's not?
I don't think it's got anything to do with the day they might go down. You can't plan that. They wouldn't have just thrown us every weeknight game on because one Saturday Villa might go down.
I don't know.
When they go down, Blues fans will be out in Birmingham anyway, whether we're playing at home or not. So I really can't see that being an issue in terms of the fixture changes to a Tuesday night. Personally, no.
No. Okay. Leicester, aren't they doing well, Chris?
All the things we could talk about.
I just thought I'd change tack for a minute.
Yeah.
You've got to give these
Wonderful.
guys credit. Now they're 7 points ahead
You
in
say
the
you
Premier
have
League.
to, but
Well, you
no.
have to. The table doesn't lie. That's
No, it's
the
true.
obvious.
It's true. The table doesn't lie.
So are you going to capitulate and give them a small
fight.
congratulations, perhaps?
The only thing I'll say is that when the pressure's been on now, they've been going along all season, and people have been saying, "Oh, could they? The last 5 games, the pressure has been really on them because it hasn't been can they? It's will they? When
Yes.
will they?
Yeah.
And the last 5 games, they've won 1-0, and that's the sign of game management, and it's a sign of a team that knows how to win.
I'd win every game 1-0 if we could.
And
Wouldn't bother me in
if
the
you could,
slightest.
you would do. So,
Even Alex Ferguson, who mentioned about his team back in their heyday were winning 1-0 towards the end of the season. So
It's exactly what
So
Man United
can I
used
ask
to
you
do.
a question, Mr. Pugh?
If you have to.
Are Leicester City going to win the Premier League?
Yes.
Can you just repeat the answer? Sorry.
I did
I'm a bit
actually
deaf.
say, I did
I'm a
actually
bit
say
deaf.
a
I'm a
couple
bit
of.
deaf.
I did actually say a month and a half ago that I thought they would.
Yeah.
I didn't say that
And
it was
Aston Villa now
enjoyable.
going to...
Oh, they're long gone.
So that's it. Well, they're not. That fat lady's only gargling in the wings at the minute.
She's on stage.
She's humming.
She's just waiting for Chris to plug her microphone in.
That was a quality answer.
And then she'll...
He's been thinking on that.
And then
for
she'll
3
start.
Mr. Pugh's been in denial on two things: Leicester winning the Premier League and B6 going down. Well, that denial is actually going to. It looks like it's
I haven't been in denial about Leicester
not
winning
denial,
the
but
league.
you've
I've
pretty
been
much
in despair of
yeah,
Leicester winning the league.
You've pretty much been saying that Villa would never go down all season.
Well, I thought not that they would never go down, but they had a chance of staying up. But the attitude of the players, and I don't think it's easy for me to sit here saying this, but I don't think the fans' attitude has helped at all either. No. There's a way to go down, and I know they're frustrated. You know,
Kicking, fighting, screaming.
We were frustrated when we went down with Golden Sullivan and the pitch invasion at home to Blackburn. That was an unsavoury event, and I don't think that helped. And I don't think what the Villa fans are doing is helping either.
These
personally,
I'm not one for bedsheet.
You know, there's a way to go. You know, you look at Sunderland over the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, look
Sunderland have got
for the lives, haven't they?
Sunderland have got in this position for the last 3 seasons where you've been certain that they're gone, and then they just find a way to battle out of it. But you've never seen the Sunderland fans attacking the owner and attacking the players and the manager. You know, they've always stuck with the players, and they've always stuck with the team, and they've always sent 45,000 there, and they've got out of it 3 years in a row. I'm not saying if Villa fans...
They've had effort, but...
Yeah, they have, and they've had the right players, yeah. But what I'm not saying if Villa fans would have got behind the team rather than the whole banners and campaigns and leave after 74 minutes, and there's one this weekend where you don't turn up. They're asking fans not to turn up until the 7th minute because that's how many league titles they've won in their history. And you just think to yourself, just go and back your team.
Either that or stay away.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's a protest in itself as well.
You know, I don't understand it myself, but I'm not saying they would have survived if they would have backed them. They might not have done. The players clearly don't care enough.
SKC said he can't wait. Can we all raise a few glasses to the Judas who started it all off? Lambert, Dim Tim, Remy Gard and Eric Black, who seems now looking likely to finish the job.
I mean, that's a long list of managers. You know, you go before McLeish, there was Houllier. You know, that's a long... Martin O'Neill brought them success. It's when, you know, that's a long list of managers. And they keep getting it wrong. Yeah. You know, they've got it wrong time and time and time again. And, you know, there's obviously something...
Who cares? Looking forward to the derby next year, Neil? Looking forward to the derby next year, Derby Day?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Got a confession to make, actually. My best friend, he's a Villa fan. And I've just
moving on.
I've
your best friend. How did you
22 years, believe it or not. But I've laid it in thick and fast since the beginning of the season, and he's completely blanked me now. So I'm just going to back off for a while and finish it off next week.
Next year.
Yeah.
Wait till next season when they think it's all going to be a lot easier and they're losing away at Brentford and horrible results like that.
Rather than on a dark Tuesday in February, you know what I mean, when it's snowing. And,
nobody wants it.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. And of course they've got massive financial issues coming up. They're either going to keep a lot of players or they're going to have to, end contracts, which is going to cost a tranche. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful, loving it.
Would Brucey go there? Says Blue.
I think the club's toxic from top to bottom, to be honest with you. And I think Steve Bruce has got more about him than to
bed hopping Steve Bruce.
Sorry,
bed hopping Steve Bruce.
No, I just think he's got more common sense, to be perfectly honest with you. You've only got.
I reckon if they offered him a 3-year contract, he'd go there.
Well, he lives around the corner, doesn't he?
Yeah,
quite often seen in bargain booze, allegedly. Another good alcohol stores as well.
Available, yeah.
If anybody's interested in a couple of tickets for the Preston game, get in touch with Doco. now.
When is it, Docker? What's the date on that one?
Not sure.
What's the date?
The 19th, isn't it?
Because I might be well interested in that.
Tuesday.
There you
I'll
go.
let you know.
All right. ELO reckons Gary Neville.
Oh, well, I hope so.
I hope so. Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
He's totally useless.
Yeah. I reckon Coco the Clowns.
That's harsh. It's Tuesday the 19th of April.
April the 19th. All right. I'll be in touch later, Doco. All have seemingly given him no choice. They've ruled it out before a move has even been made. Well, they are. There you are. There you are then. SKC with the breaking news. And the same Bruce that went to Sunderland.
Yeah, and Wigan and Blues from Palace. He's a club hopper. He can't resist.
Okay.
If Hull don't go up and they offer him a contract, I'm certain he'd take it.
All right. Okay.
Just
We'll
saying.
keep our eye on that one close season then, shall we? Yeah. Right, Chris, ladies, what's going on? What's the latest?
Yeah, the season start has started. The FA Cup game was the first game at home to Arsenal. A very youthful Blues ladies side up against a strong Arsenal team with a bench that would probably all of them get into our first team. And we ran them really, really strongly. We went 1-0 up in the first half through Frida Isi. And the game plan was strong. It was, we're not going to play teams off the park this season, but we battled hard and we worked hard. Unfortunately, we conceded an equaliser with 10 minutes to go. It went to extra time. We battled hard again. And then it went to penalties, and unfortunately, young Charlie Wellings was the one to miss the penalty. Arsenal scoring all theirs, so we were knocked out of the cup on penalties. Then the first game of the season was only 3 days after that game, away at Liverpool, and I think the efforts, the excursions of the FA Cup game sort of took their toll a little bit. Mind you, we had 2 penalties in that game. We were awarded 2 penalties. Unfortunately, missed them both. One of them saved, the second one put wide, and Liverpool won that one 1-0. So we've only played one game in the league. A game that we probably should have taken something out of. I say should have, almost certainly should have taken something from the Liverpool game. Unfortunately, lost 1-0. So played one, lost one, but a lot more optimism around the club than there was at the start of the season, before the season started, because I think the 2 performances have shown that we have got a young, inexperienced squad, but we will mix it up and we'll make it hard for the bigger teams that in the division. So hopefully we can cause a few upsets and stay in the top division, which I think it has to be the realistic ambition for the season to survive.
And where is the realistic ambition to finish?
I think as long as we stay up, I really do. I think yeah.
I'm sure you said that last, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And yeah, and we stayed up with the skin of our teeth last year, even though we ended the season really strongly. But obviously, with the players that have left over the summer, struggled to bring players in. So we have got a young squad, an inexperienced squad, a squad that is going to be mostly made up of, players from the centre of excellence and the development side. They're going to get lots of game time this season.
They've had a good squad in the development league.
They have. They've had a lot of good players come through, and from my perspective, who has seen some of the girls come through from the academy into the development side and into the first team, I am excited to see how they're going to get on in the first team against the bigger teams, because they've shown that they're good enough.
From the academy that have gone on to other clubs, or have they always come to?
Well, obviously Carney was through the but along a few years ago, obviously. But yes, there's a girl, Chloe Peplow, who's played both games in the cup and the league game, who's come through the developments, and she looks a class act in that midfield.
Can we keep her though?
Well, that's the thing. I think she's going to be a really big star. So I wouldn't be surprised to see her go in a few years. You know, with the money taking over, with better options, prospects at the likes of Man City and things. So, but you know, it's what Blues Ladies has been about for years. You know, bringing these players through, giving them the opportunity. If they are good enough, then naturally they're going to be cherry picked. But you just go again and give another person a chance.
And of course we've got some wonderful news coming from the ladies' camp that we're going to be joined very shortly, in a couple of Mondays' time, with one of our megastars.
Yes, England under-19 international Aoife Mannion will be
in the
dropping
hot seat. In the hot seat.
Straight from training.
That could be our first ever international.
That's our first international, yes.
International stuff.
No, apart from our interview with Carney.
Older ones.
But not actually
in the studio.
Yeah, first international.
Yeah.
Apart from the old boys, as you say.
Yeah,
Cool, brilliant. What date is that, Chris? Can you remind us?
It should be the 18th. I'm not here next week.
Brilliant.
So it should be the week after that.
Hopefully. So it's my What's in the Box next week.
An extended Tilton Talk show.
Yeah.
To give a bit of time to talk.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What's in the Box? Do you wear them on your feet?
No.
And What's in the Box Blues Ladies Match Day programme?
No.
All right.
Leftover Easter egg?
No.
He didn't eat any. He's on a diet.
That's very left over.
Yeah, it'll be about 4 years old.
Yeah. Easter seems a long time ago.
Look, What's in the Box, Neil, is a game that we play every Monday, and we put something random in the box that none of us either in the studio or anybody else out there knows anything about, and we have to decipher what it is by asking questions. The only answer you're allowed to give is yes or no. If you don't divulge any further information apart from that, well, that's entirely your problem, not ours, right? It's our job to pick out and find out what's in the box.
Is it football related?
No.
You hesitated there.
I do try and make it football related, but as it was a rush and there wasn't a lot in the car, then it's not football related.
Is it automobile related?
No.
So it's something that you had randomly in your car?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have been in there?
Don't know, really.
Is it edible?
It's not edible.
Is it furry?
Is it?
Furry?
No. No.
I don't know whether he would admit into it.
I don't know where we're going, but no, it's not.
You could have been your pet cat.
Where were we going, Neil, incidentally?
I'm hoping he's talking about dice.
Chewing gum? No, it's not edible.
No,
It's not edible. So there you are. It's not a match day programme. It's not edible. It certainly isn't furry. It's nothing to do with the car, and it's nothing to do with football. There we have it. So keep a guessing, girls and boys. Keep
Is
a
it
guessing.
plastic?
No. We've had 3 weeks without any show, and all we can ask is what's in the box.
Is it plastic?
Oh, dear me.
It's been a little fun throughout the season, Christopher, apart from you've not really wanted to join in, have you? He's just not a fun person, is he?
No, I'm not.
Is it ornamental?
No.
Fun. Can you repeat the word, Chris?
Fun. I can say it, I'm just not very...
Blue Hawk, I said, because it's...
Oh, dear.
It does.
It has an aroma. Is it liquid?
Yes.
Oh, so is it edible?
It's not edible.
Is it deodorant?
No.
No, there we go. Because I've always got deodorant in my car. Just
Car
in case I
freshener.
stink.
No. No, ELO, no, it's not.
It's not a picture of the Premiership trophy.
No.
Okay.
It's the Premier League anyway. Premiership's rugby.
Oh.
That was half hour ago with Keith Bracey, the Premiership.
How pedantic can you get towards our sponsor?
That's rugby, that is, by the way. Yeah, but it is a bit thick.
Right, so we have spoken about them across the park, across the expressway, and 40 years ago today, I went to my very first Blues Villa derby. There you go. 40 years ago today. I saw it on the Book of Face earlier. Somebody put up the video, and what a little tear to my eye, because remembering, obviously, my dad taking me there. He's now no longer with us, and a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful occasion. All I remember is just the whole of that football ground, and it was standing then. Pretty much everybody either had a claret and blue or a blue and white balloon, and as the teams came out, they patted them up, and I will never forget that somebody's phone. I'll never forget that amount of colour. You know, what am I, 13-year-old child? Would you know what I mean?
Yeah.
12, 13 years old, somewhere. So yeah, 40 years ago today, the Blues beat the Villa 3-2 2 goals from Trevor Francis and 1 from Kenny Burns.
Kenny Burns, yeah.
King Kenny. I'm trying to get hold of King Kenny, by the way. Desperately trying to get hold of Mr. KB.
Yeah.
Yes, I need him. I need him in here.
Yeah. Probably would.
He's got some answers.
But if you do, ask him if he's got a spare shirt.
Yeah.
Well, there's that. You know, I mean, of course, if there's anybody out there as well that's got a spare shirt, ELO, we've discussed the fact that it's not furry. If there is anybody out there with any spare shirts, then do get in touch with Neil. He is on the Tilton Talk show page, and of course you can also just directly sort of message through via your Facebook's probably the best idea. That's Neil Adams, Neil
Adams, yeah.
Adams, Adams, and you'll find him on the Book of Face. ELO, what is it? Has he been on holiday or something?
Some drugs, I'm sure.
Is it aftershave?
It is.
It is.
It is.
I was going to say aftershave. I was debating whether it was going to be aftershave or deodorant, and I always keep deodorant.
Well, it
in my
was
car.
quick, as everybody's been asking it for the last 15 minutes.
I think that's the only the second time we've got one before half time.
Yeah.
Well done, Blue Harbour. For
Blue
that,
Harbour
you
again.
win.
The last time we come in, when it's your turn, we don't ask anybody until half time. That's why.
Exactly.
Do you want to go and do another one?
No, I'm not doing it again.
Fun.
Too easy. That
Fun.
Killed the fun.
Aftershave.
Dear. Oh, golly, yeah. Right, what have you been up to whilst we've been away, Mr. Brand?
What have I been up to?
Yes.
Well, just continuing with SRB radio stuff.
Well, you've been on
I've been
TV
away
as well, haven't you?
I'm not supposed to say anything.
You're supposed to say anything. You haven't been on the TV, Chris?
No. I may be on the TV tomorrow night.
Oh, dear me. Well, advertise it then. Why don't you advertise it then?
But it hasn't got the go-ahead yet. So it's a pilot.
A pilot.
Yeah, we'll know about it tomorrow morning. So.
Okay.
If so, then I shall be on television tomorrow.
Awfully sorry
and
to
I shall let
wreck
you know.
you.
Thank you.
Anything else been away?
I've been away on holiday.
Skeggy?
No, we had a couple of nights in the Spa Hotel in Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And then up to Scarborough. Scarborough. Oh, what up there, Andrew?
What about yourself, Chris?
Not a lot. Sorting out our trip to Madrid this weekend. This coming weekend.
course, yeah.
That's come around pretty quick, hasn't it?
Has flown. Yes, very
Are
much.
you taking on a game whilst you're over there?
Yeah,
Good.
Real Madrid at home to Eibar. So
is the lovely lady going with you?
Yes.
Grand. And has she organised all the tickets? And
I organised the tickets as
Right.
part of her birthday present.
it's brilliant when you buy her for half a football ticket.
I'm guessing she likes football.
Yeah, she does. She used to play. Well,
Oh, right, okay.
she's looking to play again at the start of next year. So
Brilliant. And you've just missed the El Clasico, haven't you?
yeah, just missed that. Yeah, so we watched that on Saturday night. Yeah, so looking forward to that this weekend.
So you're not with us next Monday then?
Not with you next Monday. No,
Okay.
it's all right.
You're a super subbing.
We might just have some fun again. That's nice.
Feel free. there won't be any when the week after.
Oh dear.
No, your wallet's all fairly running.
Oh, Blue Hobber says with no Tilton Talk, I went to Fuerteventura, expensive tan.
What are you supposed to do?
Oh dear. Well, I've got nothing to say now. What's in the box has gone.
What's in the box has gone. Yeah.
Killed me off. Right, okay, so Charlton then, we played Charlton the weekend, 1-0 up, you go and lose it 2-1 away. Why are you smiling so? Why are you smiling? It's not even
Might be
funny,
part of
is
my
it?
rant, this one.
It's not even funny. It could, and probably will signal Championship football at St Andrews next year. But it's not just down to that one result. It has been a year-long effort, and this is what annoys me. Some people when they go on their 10-second rants on Bookface and Twitter. It is over a season. It's over a season. Not just one game. It's not one poor performance. It's been a few, and we've had some good performances, and we've had those amazing
We've had some excellent
and,
performances.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So overall, I'm not even remotely unhappy about this football season. Not in the slightest, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, it would have been lovely. Wouldn't it have been just a dream come true? To not only get into them players, but to sneak through the back door and just wave at the claret and
It's
blue.
not entirely over yet.
It's not entirely over. Are you going to go tomorrow night? Are you working tomorrow night?
I will be, yeah.
You go tomorrow night?
I'm working.
You're working?
Yes, unfortunately.
But you might go tomorrow night. You never know, do you?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Are you going tomorrow night, Mr. Brown?
I may be, yes.
You may be, yes.
I may be, yes. I may be, yes. I'm going to dinner, but I may be able to get...
Oh, where are we having dinner?
Me daughters.
No.
No, isn't you tonight?
Yeah. Well,
What's
this
know
is
everything?
it's what journalism is, isn't it? Asking questions.
What's your business?
Asking questions. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a little tip, shall I? Change your shirt for tomorrow.
I might do, yeah.
Plug the microphone in.
And of course, you come in.
yeah.
You always come here absolutely beautifully
Pristine.
and you know. I know tonight. Okay.
Tonight.
So tonight you've had a wash. Okay. But normally you're a scruffy
I
git.
shave. When I am a scruffy git, Chris, I always give you advance warning. I'm sorry, mate, I'm going to be in my work clothes tonight because I'm painting a pub overnight or whatever. You know, so you can't escape me, surely.
No.
Okay, Harborne Blues says I'm happy with the season, but I can't help the players have switched off, knowing that we're safe. Don't know whether as a player would you ever switch off, Mr. Pugh?
I wouldn't. Some players might. I disagree that ours have. I think we've hit a wall. You know, we've worked our socks off all season. We haven't got the biggest
Reached
squad.
our limit, do you think?
I just think we haven't got the biggest squad. The same players have had to play for the majority of the season. You know, it's a cut and thrust league. It's Saturday, Tuesday games. And I just think the last few games we've just lacked that bit of spark and inventiveness that breaks through teams.
Your take, Neil?
Well, I think there's some stat that come out. It might be viable if you get 20 points out of the possible 25.
Yeah.
We've got a shave.
That's got to be one hell of a good run, though,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
definitely.
That's got to be as good a run as what Villa have not had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's with Leeds at home and Burnley at home.
Brighton at home tomorrow.
Some good, juicy, meaty games there, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
The Cardiff one should be a cracker.
Yeah. If it comes down to that, then that'll be a cracker. But we haven't actually failed to score at home since losing to Huddersfield at the start of December. In every home game, we've scored at least one goal. So the hope is there, especially with the run of home games that we've got. You hope that we can put a little run together. You get 7 points out of those 9 home games, and you never know. You're back up there. We've still got a game in hand. That's the Leeds game. So obviously the dream is still there, but it is becoming more and more distant as the weeks go by. Sheffield Wednesday winning late on. Where Sheffield Wednesday won late on against Huddersfield at the weekend, and the top 4 aren't going to drop out of it. So you're looking at Sheffield Wednesday or Derby. Cardiff are on a great run, so they're probably stronger favourites than us if anybody was to replace those two teams. So
Doco says see you at the George before the match tomorrow. I'm going to the Forge then. He's there. Nivea man, get back in your pit and calm down. And Blue Hobbit, if Blues beat last year's points total but miss out on the playoffs, is that an improvement on last season? Yeah, of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah, absolutely it is. With the teams that what we've got to put up with. Fulham are fighting relegation, and they've got a £12 million striker who scored 22 goals this year. That's what we've got to put up with, and they're fighting relegation. That's the league that we're in, and we haven't got the financial muscle to compete with these teams.
SKC says one more defeat and I think it's done personally, but that will also of course depend on everybody else's results as well. Just slightly above us. And then ELO said months ago we needed a Daishi to get them going when things were going well. Someone to liven them up. I imagine that's what that says. But we've an inspirer, like a.
Yeah, we don't have anybody like that, do we, in the team? We haven't got
you look at someone like Paul Robinson isn't going to sit around and let him get away with it. But then you look at Robinson, and he's probably at fault for the Charlton goal, the first Charlton goal at the weekend. That was only the second time all season that we've actually lost a game after being 1-0 up. So the other one being Sheffield Wednesday at home. And I think the fact that we have got to the position now where we've really got to go at teams. We can't.
It's all or nothing now.
We can't sit back and wait for teams to let us get through, and we've got to try and break through teams.
Well, it seems like there's going to be a fair crowd at St Andrews tomorrow. There's a lot of red and orange appearing all over the stadium map. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, and I'll try and suss you out tomorrow, Mr. Pugh. Don't know where you'll be hiding from me.
I'll be wandering around somewhere,
having fun.
Oh, absolutely.
Half time of the Tilton Talk Show. See you in 2. Welcome back to the Tilton Talk Show on Monday.
What do you mean you don't
Fun.
like that?
It's just a bit of fun, Chris. No, I didn't like that. I'm not into that kind of music at all, mate.
Death metal.
Give me a bit of Cool and the Gang any day of the week, you know what I mean? Or a bit of Barry White, you know. Now we're talking. Mr. Pugh, ask me what I've been doing whilst we've had our sabbatical.
What have you been doing since we've had our sabbatical?
Well, thanks for asking, Chris.
Did you have a shave?
Yeah.
I've become a licensee.
Of course, yes. I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, thanks for the thought, Chris. Yeah.
I thought about it.
So I'll now be called the landlord, Reverend Landlord.
Reverend Landlord.
Both Chris and myself are ordained ministers, by the way.
Yeah. Legally.
Get the holy
ordained
water.
ministers.
Holy
Yeah.
wine.
Sorry?
Get the holy wine.
Oh. Christmas. We'll bring out Christmas. Yeah. No, I've actually passed all my licensing and the likes and become the pub landlord, so to speak. So on the hunt.
Not that though, because that's taken.
You what?
That's
what a
taken.
shame! Absolutely shame. Yeah, the pub landlord. No, come on. So Reverend Landlord or Father? No, not Father. No.
The Holy Landlord.
Holy Vicar. No. Right, no.
Pub there, is there?
The
drunk
Of course, there is a pub called the Holy Vicar somewhere that I don't know.
That's a good one.
Sorry,
The Drunk Vicar. That'd be great name for a pub.
bit about right, isn't it? Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. So there you are. So now I'm a licensee.
Well done.
Along with all my other qualifications that, I just rattled off a few minutes ago just to prove that I knew what compression meant. What's it mean?
Gango clip.
Right, over the weekend some newspaper reports has been released giving details of the issues surrounding taking of drugs, and Birmingham City's football club's name was mentioned in such said, shall we call them, allegations for legal reasons. Birmingham City have offered a statement and written it, and it says, following a newspaper report at the weekend, Blues have issued this statement. Birmingham City has not used the services of Mark Bonar and has no knowledge or record of any of our players, past or present, doing so. These claims are baseless and there are no independent evidence to back them up. Birmingham City takes the issue of drugs in sport very seriously, and the club abides by the guidelines set by all the relevant regulatory bodies. End of report. Read into that one what you want.
I've not even.
Was that it?
That's all.
I've not even bothered to look at
I
that.
think-
It just seems so ridiculous.
I think the story was interesting until you actually looked into the history of said the doctor that has
Allegedly a
that
doctor.
well, no, he was a doctor until he was struck off. So he's actually not a doctor anymore. So and he's got a bit of a checkered history, to say the least. So I don't know if this was his one last shot at 5 minutes of fame, which a lot of people are
If that's the
aiming
case, he
towards.
certainly looks
But,
like shooting himself in the foot for the supply of this stuff, doesn't he?
well, I mean,
Allegedly, please.
Allegedly, yeah.
What a horrible.
but I don't know about anyone else. I think it's very naive of us to think that there is no drug taking going on in football. A systematic drug taking procedure like this, 150 players, I can't see that, not for 1 second, personally. Certainly not with the clubs being involved in it.
Any take on it, Neil?
I've only heard a bit of the story, so all I heard was the Premiership players were involved first, then in Birmingham City was mentioned. That's as far as I know about it.
Leicester City were mentioned as well, weren't they?
Well, it was
I bet your ears were pricked up. I bet your ears
I was
pricked up
delighted when I saw Leicester, and then it said Blues, and I thought, oh,
one up, one down.
ELO says he's no more a doctor than the two clergymen in the studio.
Yeah, well, exactly, of course, yeah.
We can prove it, Chris.
We can prove it.
We have
That's
our
very true.
certificates.
Certificates. I've got my card.
You got your card, have you?
Yeah.
Bernard has been struck off by the BMA, so why would anyone take anything seriously what he says?
Yeah, it's a good point. But as you say, I don't think
Just to prove. Yeah.
I don't think there is a systematic drug taking culture
I've got
whereby players go to a doctor. You know, where the clubs are telling the players to go to a doctor to get these performance enhancing drugs. So I certainly don't believe it's anything to that scale. I think it probably is a few paper sales and a bit of a
no doubt.
final hoorah from this doctor personally, but nothing more than that.
But at least the club's been very swift to issue.
I think
a response,
all
and I
all
think
four
that
clubs that were
Have they?
named
I've not seen the others then.
have released statements of a similar nature. So
Right.
yeah.
But right of the clubs in that instance, obviously, because that can tarnish the reputation of any football club
Yeah,
or
of
of any
course,
individual. If that kind of thing is being alleged. shall we
So
say.
when the story today that broke regarding the money laundering
22 billion
came up,
Two
was
billion, 20 billion.
anybody thinking about a certain person that might be involved?
Yes,
Thinking,
I was.
Oh, I hope so. And
Yes,
then,
I was.
oh.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are you? Can you, Neil? It's now down to you to decipher who it is that Chris and I are thinking about.
let me think.
Allegedly
Yeah,
thinking about.
yeah. Never happened, did it?
No. Well, having said that, I think there's more to come out of the pie than
Oh, right,
than
okay.
this one. I think there's a lot more to come out of the pie on this one, mate. To be honest with you.
Pie.
Yeah. Pie.
Mm.
Mathematical sort of interjection there.
It's all clever tonight. Eh? It's all trying to
But
be clever.
eating thing. I've had 2 weeks off, mate. What do you expect me to do? What do you expect me to do? I sit and
To
think
do
on Monday,
research.
well, yeah, you don't have to do any of that. Don't do any of that. That's all
Yeah.
done in the car outside 5 minutes before we get going.
Unfortunate name as well, isn't it, Bonar?
Oh, what? So, well, yeah, yes. It is an unfortunate name, isn't it?
Yeah.
For a doctor who could supply specific drugs, shall we say.
Don't think there's drugs.
Perhaps you want to edit that out tomorrow. Jonathan Grounds, what went on? Any ideas?
No idea at all. No, I only saw it earlier on today.
Did you see it, Neil?
No, I didn't.
You haven't seen it, so you
I
can't
haven't seen it.
it.
I've seen
I've not seen the
absolutely
video of
no-
it, but
nothing.
apparently he came up to the Blues fans
Yeah,
and
he
was
was
swearing and giving.
I know
some-
he tweeted, but saying it was just
yeah.
one person he was aiming it at, and he didn't mean it to everybody else. But he is one player in the squad that does get
Wound up.
his fair
Picked
share
on
of
someone.
Oh,
criticism.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he is definitely one. When things aren't going well, he's certainly one of the players that
Yeah.
that Blues fans do look towards.
I quite like it. I
um,
quite like his
he's-
style of
he's-
play and everything. I don't think he's that
It's
bad
probably
a
the
player.
best for that best one we've got. For that
We've
position,
exactly.
surely.
We've certainly got no better option.
No.
I don't think at
No.
left back.
No.
Yeah. And, what are you expecting? That's the thing. What you expect? You can't be expecting anything more of him. I don't think than what is given for Blues. He's never looked like he doesn't not interested or. You know, he's always put a shift in for me.
We've
from
heard
my
nothing from the
perspective.
club.
But at least we
Yeah.
can take to social media and vent our spleens
Yeah.
afterwards, which
People
was
do.
kind of in the case of if you go back a few years and have a look at the Eric Cantona incident,
Yeah.
and things like that. At least the players have got an outlet now where they can look. Okay, like I sent it off. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. Shouldn't have done it. Do. And let's credit to the guy though. He didn't take a photograph of his car, did he? And put it on social media.
Not
you
that
know
I'm
what I mean?
aware of. No, no. But then again, neither did.
You could do
Joe
the same with an ambulance, Neil, couldn't you? Oops, this ambulance was just accidentally in my pocket.
It's easily done, apparently.
Yeah, allegedly. Yeah, I love that word, allegedly. Number 39 was spare ribs for ELO. Don't know what that was about. What's that about?
I do.
I know.
Yeah.
If you don't know, then
Moving on.
don't worry about it.
No.
We've
No.
We've moved on from that. I think.
Number 39 was spare ribs.
Okay, let's rewind maybe 5 minutes.
Money
Oh, less than
laundering,
that.
money
Money
laundering,
laundering.
money laundering
Money
discussion.
laundering.
Oh yeah, moving on.
Moving on. No, actually, that wasn't who I was thinking about.
Oh, wasn't it?
No. I had another prime candidate in mind.
Oh right.
So was that
I know
yours?
what you're thinking about. Yeah.
Great radio, this.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for listening in.
Fun.
We call it Mind Radio.
Yeah.
I was thinking of...
I wasn't thinking of him.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking of him.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the American.
No.
I was thinking of the American. Oh no, you're
Yeah,
too.
I was thinking
You're
of
too political. You
Oh,
are.
no.
No.
Don't give anything away. It descends into chaos once again. Love it. Right, who do you work for then? You work directly for the NHS, Neil?
Yes, West Midlands Ambulance Service.
West Midlands Ambulance Service. And do you drive the ambulance yourself?
Not at the moment, so in training and volunteer time with St John's as well.
Uh-huh.
Community first response.
What made you go into this line of work?
Well, I was actually in the building trade for some years, and
Still too many brickers get hit on the head.
but I just I called it a day and just took a time out, and it's just a new career for me now. So
Right. And how long have you done this for?
it's third year now.
Third year. So if Chris does happen to flake out, because he's knocking on a little bit, as you can see, you'd probably know what to do, would you?
I'll do my best.
Evacuate the building. That's what we do. Evacuate the building.
Leave him to it.
Leave him to it. Yeah.
I'm not doing mouth to mouth.
But it must be a great feeling though if you help somebody to recover their life if they're in a very sad kind of situation. That must be you must go home and. Or do you go home and completely switch off, like some of them say they do? Because I don't believe anybody ever can.
It's you do distance yourself, but I've been in life and death situation, and I can appreciate what the guys go through the training. So it's just giving something back as well. So.
Yeah, it's I bow to you. I believe honestly, I'm going to mean that because I think anybody that works in this line, and I dare say it can get a bit messy and awful sometimes, without going into any kind of details. But when needed, what do? Pick up the phone and call.
Very
Marvellous.
rewarding.
Very. I should imagine so. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, I work in nightclubs on a weekend, and I had my fair share of what I've seen throughout the years. Believe me.
I bet.
No, well, yeah, good and bad, Chris. Good and bad. I'm not talking about the fun. I'm talking about with humans, and humans can be terrible things towards humans. But it must be one of them jobs that I couldn't switch off from it. I'll be honest with you, because I even if there's a scrap at work, I even take that home with me, and I'm in a right mood then all night.
Well, I'm hoping to get posted to the St Andrews for next season. So
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Hey,
You tried to pump me.
where do you sit, Chris?
The Villa Ground.
Chris, where do you sit? Is it Tilton Corner?
Yeah, Tilton Corner.
Could you just hang around that area next season?
Better to be safe than sorrow.
Give him a little.
Well, it's on the Tilton Corner or wherever again.
We'll give him a little high vis flag to wave if he's in distress of any description.
Get a flare.
Oh no, not let's take flares. No. Competition time. We're going to run a competition tomorrow for
We are,
for
Up on
the
the
gate.
sides.
That's within 200 and the score. Prediction for your score for tomorrow: Brighton, Houghton, returning to St Andrews. Mr. Pugh.
Firstly,
what you're going to say, I can see by his face now. I know
Before
exactly
we go
what
to
he's
that,
going to say.
before we go to that, Blue Arbor says hats off to Mr. Adams and fair play and credit to the surface. Says ELO and ELO says what a bunch of. I think he's talking about what we talked about.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
There you go.
Thank you.
Prediction.
Yes, Chris.
That's the game.
This bit is for fun.
Yeah.
This is where my editing comes in now. So I close it up to make him sound really intelligent.
So I'm not just passing time. Filling. Beautiful bit of filling. I will go with Blues 1, Brighton 3.
3-1 to Brighton. Neil.
I'd say 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. Chris, your attendance?
For us, 15,700.
Your attendance, Neil?
18.5.
18.5. Chris, your score?
I'm going to go for 2-0.
2-0 to
Blues.
Blues. Attendance?
15,795.
I'm going to go, unfortunately, 1-2 to Brighton, 17,300. Now, these are only our fun predictions in the studio.
So what have we got? 18,000 against Bolton.
Yeah, 17,300.
Yeah, that's good turnover.
17.3. Yeah.
That was a tenner a ticket, wasn't it? I think.
Yes.
Yeah,
But they have got this 3 for 2 deal on
Mm.
at the moment, so you might get a few more
Yeah.
through.
Right, that's
More
just
the
for
merrier.
fun. Now, the only official place that we will accept proper entry is on the Tilton Talk Show Facebook page tomorrow morning. Mr. Brown will put up a competition tomorrow morning, so do make sure you log in and have a look at that. That puts you in contention for winning a super prize, which will be...
It'll be a Tilton Talk shirt.
Dun, dun, dun. One for your collection, Neil Brady.
Can I just say one has just winged its way out to New York? Should be there now, actually.
It should be there now, and we are
Yeah, it should be
expecting a
there now.
photograph of it soon.
Yeah, come on, Dale.
I think we've actually asked for it in front of the.
Yeah.
Is it the Empire
Empire
State?
State,
Empire
yeah,
State
yeah.
Building.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So we have listeners in New York. There you go. Yeah. Oh, isn't it?
I'm going to be busy tomorrow if Doco's prediction's right.
91,450.
You might be on duty, Neil, if it is that a
San Siro.
Get yourself down Iceland on the way home. Built Mooter.
I bet you still wouldn't sell out.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh dear, oh dear. Funny.
You couldn't write the book, could you?
ELO's gone for 17,001.
17,000 to...
SKC's gone for 1-0 and 18,841.
41, sorry, yeah.
Can I ask the SKC who he thinks is going to get the goal?
Yes, you can.
After his brutal condemnation over the last few weeks of a certain Birmingham City striker on
Donaldson?
social media. Yes.
Donaldson? Right, okay. SKC, who do you think's going to get the goal? That's it. The question's been posed to you. All you've got to do now is answer it. Live on the Tilton Talk Show.
I think he needs to come on and explain himself before the season.
Could you imagine that? Eh? There might be a delayed kick-off for that one.
Yeah.
Fabrini's, anybody going to wake him up?
Oh, that's harsh, isn't it? Really, it is
Sorry.
harsh. I mean, he's playing with an injury, which Rowett revealed the other day. That's the thing. We give people a lot. We give people a lot of a lot of stick, you know, for not playing well or whatnot. But you know, you forget Rowett and the coaches are the ones that see them week in, week out, and you don't know if they're carrying little knocks or whatnot.
And
I mean,
also,
Donaldson was rushed back after his injury that he suffered on international
Another
duty.
thing that we don't know as well is the personal side of footballers. You know what's happened in their families, or you know anything that might have happened that's not football or sports related. You know what I mean? So they've got lives and they're humans as well, I suppose. At the end of the day, not just these blue and white machines that we pay to go and see on a Tuesday and or a Saturday.
Yeah.
So we have to think about that sometimes, perhaps. Get Neil to give Fabrini an injection. Won't be Donaldson in the form he's in. I'd say Magoma. There you've had your answer. So Magoma just
Magoma it is now.
We'll keep our eye on that one.
Cue Donaldson hat trick.
Sorry, what was your
SKC gets a brutal
1-1. Who do you reckon's going to get Blues goal, Neil?
I think Fabrini's due.
Fabrini's due.
Feeding the ball, and he'll get one in.
Feed the Fab and
that'll shut you all up.
Yeah.
Fabrini and Donaldson.
Scored yet?
Fabrini and Donaldson get 2 each, and we batter them 4-0.
Hat-trick each, yeah.
Facebook will be quiet then.
And 91,000 turn up for the next game.
91,000 turn up, yeah. What a night that'll be.
We'll out of burgers, lads. Get down to McDonald's.
Doco's got fat finger syndrome, apparently.
Matches the rest of your body, mate.
Is there anybody we haven't insulted yet?
No, I like insulting people, Christopher. That's my hobby, to be perfectly honest with you.
Please tune in next week.
If we've got any listeners left.
Yeah.
Hope you're right, Mr. Pugh. There you go. SKC says hope you're right. Okay, that's
I'm
good. So the competition, that's going to be on the Facebook page tomorrow. Can you edit out that?
I'll have to. Yeah.
That's
I'm going to be busy
again.
again.
That's another 10 minutes. You'll be on it tomorrow. So that's the competition. We'll be
Tune
on
in for the download, which will be about 20 minutes long at this rate.
Oh dear. Right, okay, here we go then. We've got a coach trip coming up now to Huddersfield on the 23rd, which is, of course, is St George's Day. That's going all the way up to Huddersfield via Utoxeter, stopping off at the Black Swan for refreshments, shall we say, Mr. Few refreshments.
Any sandwiches this time? Any
Nice,
sandwiches this time? Or
I don't know.
Too early.
It's
Too early for
Too early. Too early for sandwiches, I think.
Bacon then.
Yeah. That's what I can do. No, it's been revealed those that we're having tickets with and through the Tilton Talk show need to pay £23 for your ticket.
27.
Was it 27?
It's £27 for your match ticket.
My apologies.
It is now £20 for the coach.
So it's a £47 round trip, and we are going to have an amazing day out. We really, really are. Win, lose or draw. Are we allowed to tell the listeners what we're taking with us, Mr. Brown?
I didn't know we were.
No.
Oh, right,
Keep
yes.
it secret.
No,
Keep
don't
it
say
secret.
no.
That is going to be secret.
We'll get stopped.
That will be revealed on Sky Sports News, I'm sure.
Brilliant.
Can I also just say it's kids for a quid as well on the coach.
Cut that one out.
Kids for a quid on the coach.
And there are about 5 spaces left, but you've got to be quick.
Got to be quick.
You've got to be quick because there's 4 people interested.
I might do a raffle for charity at the Black Swan if that's all right with yourselves. Yeah, will that be acceptable?
Yeah.
Might do something. Just have a little bit of fun.
Well, we've got.
Are you coming, Chris?
We've got.
You're not coming for some fun. No.
We've got.
I'll just stay on the coach.
We've got some party games on the coach arrangements.
Oh joy!
We've got.
I love parties.
Where you may be able to win your beer money back during the day. So there you go.
Oh, I'm joining on everything.
Yeah,
Mate,
yeah.
'cause I tell you what, mate,
Your ears pricked up then, didn't they?
It cost you
Yeah,
a fortune. I'm a professional.
No, it'd be for clever people. So that's.
What? You know what compression is?
Have we insulted Capo lately?
No, Capo, you
Oh, right,
vile
okay.
little individual. Done it.
There you go. He just asked.
Twister on the coach. That would be
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Neil, can you please follow us up in your
You
ambulance?
know what? We should
need
actually.
it.
I've got one. We'll take it just to get.
We
the
will not take
just
Twister.
for the photographs. That'd be great.
No, I'm not getting involved.
We can do it in the marketplace.
Can we do naked Twister?
33 Birmingham City fans playing Twister in the Utoxeter Marketplace is going to be interesting, isn't it?
How do you get to Huddersfield by train nowadays, anyway?
Doco says, Tony, I've given the tick away after that insult. Hey ho, oh, well, there you go. I like insulting everybody, Doco. It's easy to insult me, and I like to accept insults as well, because that's part of the game, isn't it?
Good job.
Part of the game. Yeah, it is a good job, isn't it? Yeah. With a face like this, it's dead easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Capo, no, keep it secret. Yeah, I'm going to do that, my good friend. I was going to be trying to be serious tonight, but you just got to take. How can you be serious when you think 91,000 is going to turn up at the Blues? You know what I mean? We can't take that seriously, can we? Really? Come on.
How long have we been doing this show? On a Monday.
On a Monday.
4 years.
4.5 years, haven't we? Something like that, 4 years.
And GA phones me during the show.
GA phones you during the show. What? GA, our man on buttons. Well, he's a Villa fan.
Yeah,
he's not going to be very
Regular
happy,
contributor. Friend of the show.
Yeah. ELO says, I've never been insulted as much as this evening. You wait till the 23rd. We can manage to up the game there, don't worry. But anyway, going back to the coach. So it's £27 for your ticket, £20 for your coach, £1 for kids on the coach, which is absolutely brilliant. Under 16, can't beat that. I owe you £2 that I'm paid up on.
Yep, there you go.
So
Yep.
for no, actually, I count it on £23, so you're going to have to recount it in a minute. It's only more than that. Looking forward to it. We're going to have what can only be described as some fun. Honestly,
We are now with the Twister.
You're going to love it, mate. I tell you.
Oh,
mind you, having said that, you're in on the conversations, aren't you?
I am, unfortunately. Notice I haven't actually commented on any of the
Do
conversations.
you turn your phone off then? Does it ping too much?
It pings so much.
Yeah. And you've got like a volume
Nice,
button. like
nice
most
romantic
people.
meal out and
Ping, ping, ping.
phone's going mental.
Doco, yeah, right, Nick, you have a perfect face radio. Of course I have got a perfect face radio, and that's why I keep it on radio.
That's coming from Doco.
Is it pay on the day for Huddersfield? Capo's asking, is it pay on the day for Huddersfield? No, those decisions won't be made. I doubt very much so, because I think it's going to be a sellout, but those decisions are only made pretty much as it comes to match day as to whether we've got any tickets either left or sent back, etc., etc.
I thought Capo was involved.
30 blokes playing Twister, that's what started football violence.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You talk to the town, we'll never be the same.
It's going to happen.
That's my hometown, by the way, Neil. I come all the way from
We'll
there.
get on Sky News, never mind Sky Sports News.
ELO says I've got to pay more for sitting on the floor. I was talking to people.
Yeah, you were a bit drunk.
Dear. And inbox me later on about the ticket to go. I will do, mate. I will do when I get back. So that's the coach. It's going to be a fun day out.
What a great day.
23rd of April. It is, of course, St George's Day. We're going to celebrate it, hopefully in style, with what we want is a performance, obviously, out of our team, and a win. That would be brilliant. But the fun that we're going to have. I can't wait.
No, mate.
I can't wait.
Especially if things work out over at P6.
Absolutely. Beautiful. Right, anyway, on to it. Super 6, what's going on, Mr. Brown?
What's
going on?
Comeback King.
16 points and
Comeback
one competition. The comeback king. You've relegated me.
And then 11 as well, the last one as well.
You've had 11 on the last one?
Of course, man. Hey, get in there.
I'm
only, I think,
I would have had 11.
I'm only
and
a
then Man
few
City went and
points
scored in the
behind
last minute.
Chris P, I think. I'm only a few points behind you.
Oh, yeah.
I could
So
be
you want me to check?
the leading
Yes, please, Chris.
Tilton Talk man. End of the season.
The expert pundit.
I can't believe what's happened between last season. Last season. Do you do Super 6, Neil? You don't.
No.
Are you aware what Super 6
4
is?
points.
Right, Super 6 is a competition run by Sky TV every week, and you have to predict 6 scores.
Oh, yeah,
Yep,
sorry,
okay,
yeah.
so you know the one.
Yeah.
Right. We have a league called the Tilton Talk Show League, which you're very welcome to join. Because it will be split into 2 leagues. There's a trophy just there, which the winner's going to get at the end of the season on our presentation evening. Yes, it is that plastic bottle of Lucas. It's actually behind.
It is behind there.
It is behind there. There you go. That's the Tilton Talk Show Super 6 trophy.
I have to
Now,
hide it.
what
just in
happened
case
last year,
it's nicked.
Neil? Right, is there are about 2 million people around the world that play this. And I finished up in position 3,000 or something out of the world, which was absolutely, completely, utterly incredible. And this year, my average has been about 4 points a game. I can't believe it. I'm in position like 1.5 million now. Something like that. Absolutely unreal. I've had a bad season. I've been the Chelsea of Super 6. To be honest with you, I couldn't mention them up the road, could I?
No.
So Super 6 then, Chris.
Yeah.
How are you?
Nick is on 235 points in 16th place. This is just us in the studio.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, 14th place, 244. Chris Pugh, 12th place, 249. Leading the way, Daniel Bishop on 322. Ray Hobro in second, 316.
Of course, he was romping it through the first part of the season.
Gareth Hudson, third,
Filthy,
294.
dirty, chip-eating Stokey.
Can't really see anybody else winning it. So I'd probably a 2-horse race.
Yeah.
Gareth Hudson with an outside chance.
Yeah.
But I think it's between Daniel Bishop or Ray Hobro
Okay,
for the title.
okay.
Myself.
Gareth Hudson's my
So-
overall.
So what about the mini league? The one that really counts. So
Just
who-
us three.
who do you
Oh
think-
no, hang on, look at him now. He's been bottom of the league all year. He's had one
Excited
good
now.
week.
I've
And
had
look
2
at
good
him.
weeks.
Look
So
at him.
2 good weeks. Now
Can't
look where
believe
I am.
I think I've seen that where he did jump up, actually, yeah.
Come on, could be there.
Can't believe you, mate.
What did we say it was? 50 quid?
It's £50 to Birmingham Children's
okay.
Hospital. Whoever
Okay.
comes last. For whoever comes last, and I don't know. Is there anybody beneath me?
Nobody
Unfortunately
appreciates-
for you, I don't think there's anybody below you who we're including
No.
in the.
You're making your own rules.
Yeah.
just so you can watch me under 50 notes.
Yeah,
You're
I
on
don't think
6th.
there is, to be honest.
You're in 16th. 17th is Harry Shersby Wignall, but he's only got 170, so I would assume
I
he
don't think
started
they've
late.
played.
Luke Spall,
He came in late.
134,
Yeah, some came in late, yeah.
and then our continental friend Julio Andre
Yeah.
Montero de Silva on
He's not playing
93.
at all, no.
I don't think he's participated in a while.
We'd never get the Euros out of them anyway. You're going to send the boys over there, are you?
Yeah,
So unfortunately for you, unless Denise Bishop, Chris Brown, Stephen Simpson or myself have an absolute nightmare,
Which can happen.
it could happen. Stranger things have happened.
Haven't they just?
Blue Water says, I think Mr. Brown is safe from relegation. I think he's right.
We'll see. We'll see. There
We'll
are always
see.
surprises at the end of the season. It all comes down to the last game, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Funny old game.
It is. When there's 24 points up for grabs, 6, 12,
30.
18, 36 points up for grabs every
30,
week.
30, 5 points in
Is
it.
it 5? Yes, beg your pardon, 30 up. It only takes, like you say, 2 weeks. And I've said that so many times, and we've scathed him for being at the bottom.
Yeah.
And he's had his little 2 weeks now, hasn't he? Yeah.
And he's
Watch him.
enjoying it.
He's
He's
shaking,
enjoying
he's
it.
shaking.
I'm confident. I'm
He's physically
confident.
shaking in his dirty shirt.
I am predicting I will be above both of you by the end of the season.
Interesting.
Marvellous. In a minute, we're going to read out a lovely piece of journalism from a young friend of the show called Hayden. If you could get that up, Chris, I'd appreciate it.
Hayden, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And basically, Hayden has posted out this morning some very kind words about the Tilton Talk show, its origins, what it's all about, etc., etc. And
before we do that, can I just...
Yeah, give me time to find
yeah, of course.
Can I just mention on the Blues Ladies something we didn't talk about? Mentioned a couple of weeks ago before the break about ex-player Steph Williams.
Aye, yes.
Who sadly passed away at the start of March from cancer. Aged just in her 30s. 35 she was, passed away on the 12th of March. The plan was, her wish was to be buried at home in Birmingham. She lives abroad. She lived in the States with her husband and daughter, but her wish was to be buried back here in Birmingham. With the laws and regulations, it meant that the family would have to raise £8,000 to bring her back home for flights and burial costs, etc. So one of her former teammates, Marie Ballard, ex-Blues player, set up a GoFundMe page on the 31st of March. So that was 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago.
Asking for people to donate to raise as much as they can to get anywhere near the £8,000.
It's a lot of ask. It's a big ask.
It's £8,000 is a lot of money.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it was asking a lot. I think after 24 hours, they'd raised about £6,000. And then the day after, they'd reached their 8,000 target. Yeah. So I've just gone on it now. 9,000. They upped their target to £10,000, and £9,145 has been raised in the space of 4 days. Yeah.
So within 48 hours, they'd raised the
8,000 they needed. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So
that must give the family such tremendous comfort.
Absolutely, and the ex-players as well. You know, it shows how far the football family can spread.
Goosebumps.
You know, a lot of love for Steph, and I think that they were planning on. Well, the original plan was to get buckets sent round for the home game against Man City on the 23rd of April, I think it is. Obviously, they've reached that now, but they've upped the target, so I'm sure there will be buckets going round for the Manchester City game at home, the league game. So, yeah, a really nice gesture from everybody.
Awful sadness, and you know, it's just never ceases to amaze me what Birmingham City fans will do for Birmingham City fans.
Absolutely, yeah.
Incredible. And there have been quite a few really nice instances this year. You know, and that one kind of like tops it off. That one sort of like epitomises them all, and the generosity of our wonderful supporters.
Absolutely, yeah.
Excellent.
So keep us updated on that one.
Oh, will do, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so going to Hayden's journalistic script. Do you give us some history into Hayden, if you would, Chris, and how you come to meet him, etc.?
Hayden's he's got a blog, the BCFC Followers, and I believe he does lots of other journalists.
Involved with Hereford,
and all sorts of things like that. And well, he asked.
I think he came in.
You wasn't.
Yeah.
You
was
couldn't
really
make
foggy?
it. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. He did come in.
And he basically just asked if he could do a piece on it, and I said, yeah, far away.
So you put it onto the SRB page, and I think we've shared it amongst certainly my personal one today, and the Tilton Talk one. I think it's on that one today. And it reads, the Tilton Talk show has gone from strength to strength since its formation in early 2011. Formerly the Forza show, its creators and presenters Chris Brown, Nick Spall and Chris Pugh have been entertaining Blue Noses on SRB radio for some years now, bringing in special guests to help them pick apart everything Birmingham City related for that week. Over the years, the show has attracted some true Birmingham royalty, with Hoppy, Broads, Tatey, Dance, James Nursey, Andy Walker, all appearing behind the mic. And of course, who could forget Carol Butcher, aka the Scarf Lady, memorable appearance a couple of months ago, and an episode that pulled in huge amount of listeners, and rightly so too. The show is recorded in Chris's Solihull home. Solihull or Solihull? Solihull home, and the novelty of being able to record from home comes with its perks, as I'm sure I speak for many that have appeared on the show when I say there is always a great selection of drinks on offer when you go and give your thoughts to the blues faithful that tune in every week. Behind the homemade radio studio is a shoal of blues memorabilia, and you get the instant impression as soon as you step through the door that this is a blues madhouse. The show's listening figures are on the rise, and the Tilton Talk show raked in over 35,000 listeners last year, impressively for a purely homemade production. And that's another admirable trait of the Tilton Talk show, its ability to build an audience. When started with 3 men screaming into one plastic mic, has now turned into 3 men screaming into 3 plastic mics. And you guessed it, the equipment upgrade occurred when the audience began to grow. The Tilton Talk runs a live blog every Monday night alongside the show, and it gives listeners a chance to send in thoughts and questions whilst the 3 presenters dissect the week's events. It is interactivity. It's this interactivity that sets the show apart. Edit that for me, Chris.
Okay.
It's this interactivity that sets the show apart from others out there, getting the fans involved from the start of each episode until the end. The show also concentrates on the ever-increasing popularity of women's football. Tilton Talk Expert. And we put you in that bracket, Chris. Expert.
I'll put that in.
We absolutely put you in that bracket. Tilton Talk Expert Chris Pugh reports on the ladies' games, particularly BCLFC, every week, and has its own slot on the show for quite a while now. How was the station or show funded? Where's that gone to? What's he done now?
Yes, sir.
How was the station or show funded? They have been lucky this evening to have been able to grab a sponsor for the show, the ELO Group, and this has helped out extensively with licensing, etc. But up until then, it's been with dribs and drabs and begging. The show did manage to get a couple of sponsors in the beginning, but fund-wise it was mainly funded by Chris. The future. The show would love some sort of recognition from the club they so dearly love. That's all. They're not in this for any monetary gains, obviously. So with the show in its 5th year, the presenters have praised all of those who have helped the show to get to where it is today. Chris insists that the special mention must go to the following: Tim Andrews of Hollywood Monster for his continued support, and apologies if we forget anyone, but we have also been pushed along by amongst scores of guests, Paul Smith, Adrian Howell, Kieran Cochran, John Kelly, Paul Collins, Gabriel Sutton, Ollie Osborne, Nat Peters, Chris Bew, Current Pundit, and I wouldn't call myself a driving force, Chris, but the driving force behind the show, me, Nick Spore. Nick travels a ridiculous length, I do actually, every Monday, to get here, as well as Chris Bew, who travels all the way from Alvechurch, and not forgetting our engineer and guru, Michael Harris, yes, a Villa fan. Who didn't know the show was on tonight, decided to bring it halfway through. There you go. A mention almost must also go out for regular contributors, John Doherty, Ray Holbrow, and all the regulars that join in every Monday on our live shout box, and also the wife who puts up with endless strangers running to the loo every 3 minutes. Kudos must be given to co-presenter Nick Spall. As Chris mentions his comments above, he travels from Uttoxeter every Monday to record the show, making this journey a staggering 90 plus miles a week. Dedication. All these things have come together to create what we know and love as a Tilton Talk show today, and as blues fans we're lucky to have a platform in which to be informed and entertained on a weekly basis, and we take it for granted. So thank you, Chris B, Nick and Chris P, and all the contributors, and let's hope the Tilton Talk show goes from strength to strength in the future. By Hayden Adkins. There you go. Thanks, Hayden, for that. Some very kind words in there.
Good piece.
It is a good piece.
Good piece.
And I did write back on the Book of Face earlier that it was only by accident that I was wallpapering one night that I managed to listen into one of the... Well, I think it probably was the very first one, I'm not too sure. And you were like begging for presenters and, and the like, so... I managed to
begging for listeners?
Yeah, so I got in contact, and there you go. It's now become just such a massive part of my life. I couldn't do without what I do here on a Monday night, and certainly without the people as well that are involved in it, because it's a great team, and a great team behind the scenes, and so many other things going on as well as the Biscuit Boys, absolutely the Speedway, Keith Bracey, of course, our own Kieran Cochran, who's going to...
And all our music
he's
shows.
going to hit the limelight, isn't he? And music shows, and we now go out 24 hours a day? 7 days a week.
Yeah.
7 days a week, how about that? And all that from that first plastic microphone, and that first Tilton Talk show, and that accident that I just happened to have my iPad on and click the button and listen. And here we are today. See, you could have never known me, Chris, if it wasn't for wallpaper.
Damn I always preferred paint.
You could have had a nice, quiet, easy life.
Yeah.
Neil, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us this morning. You've been chuckling away over there to yourself now, and this is, I'm afraid, this is what it's all about. I mean, we do have a little bit of fun, to be honest with you. Going back to the shirts, what's your aspirations for the length of time before the collection's complete?
It's still early days, so I wouldn't say it's mission impossible, but it's I'm sort of thinking it's for a good cause at the end of it as well. So
what is the cause that you're going to raise for?
It will be for cancer research.
Perfect.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Personal.
Has anybody asked
Absolutely.
asked you your favourite shirt?
I'm
guessing it's going to be the.
Don't say the one Chris Brown's wearing, please.
That's it, good enough. And it's probably my next purchase. Actually, it's going to be a 70s Adidas home.
Oh, right, okay.
The which one? Sorry.
The stripes down the.
It's just the plain blue.
Okay.
V neck.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be my next purchase.
Yeah.
Right. If anybody out there has got any shirts, please get in touch with either the Tilton Talk Show, Chris Pugh, Chris Brown, or myself, or Neil Adams, and let's see if we can up this.
Have you got the Mark 1 Wembley?
Oh, that vile thing.
91.
The one with paint all over it.
That's awful. But not yet.
No,
No.
that wasn't the Wembley one.
No, it wasn't the Wembley one, no.
Splashes, no.
No, not the awful
The
one.
Charlton show was one.
The one that played at Wembley. Yeah. Was it Triton?
Yeah, Triton.
Right.
There was 2 seasons for that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did they play in 96 then? What was that? Was that Mark 1?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
So that's
The tight one.
That's one I've got somewhere.
The tight one,
yeah.
that one,
That's
wasn't it?
Yeah.
But there has been fans out there that have actually posted some shirts for free that have been in the garage or so there you
lying
go.
about anywhere, yeah.
Sure. So the last one was the Ansel's Away, which was quite handy.
Ansel's Away?
Yeah.
What's that, from 80?
Yeah, 81, I think it was,
81,
yeah. Yeah, guy
very nice.
messaged me, said it's in my garage, you're welcome to it, so
Well,
thank you.
Okay. Good, brilliant stuff.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
everyone obviously knows where to post things if they have got shirts anywhere. Just stick it on the Facebook, and Neil can tell you if you need.
Are you bothered about size, or is it just the actual print, the design, and that one?
Just in good nick, if possible.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, so if anybody can help out, then please get in touch. Capo, as you walk into the Solihull homemade studio, you are approached by a deep voiced man who smacks you on the head. Just me, okay. Yeah, Capo, you see, the thing is, you're getting taller and taller, and I'm stopping doing that now, because one day he's going to be bigger than me, he's going to belt me back in, he bless him. And we all know what an expert is. An X is something that was, and a spurt is a drip under pressure. Thanks to Blue Hobbit for that one. ELO here.
Yeah.
And Blue Hobbit, hopefully all those involved will be on the bus to Huddersfield. Keep going, lads, enjoyed it again. Is Neil coming to Huddersfield? You go to the Huddersfield game?
Not this week, no. I'm actually...
It's on the 23rd of
I've
April.
got a day off and I'm going fishing.
23rd of April.
Fishing?
Oh, what fishing do you do?
I can't.
That's usually fish.
I'll be going down to
Trout
Plymouth,
fishing,
actually.
trout fishing. And Capo, have you got the Flyby Deodora Red kit, early 2000s?
Yes.
Yes.
Got 2 of those, actually.
Okay, well, yes, already
Thank
coming
you.
in, you see? All right,
Fantastic.
yes, but yes, the answer to that one.
Brilliant.
So you're not going to the Huddersfield game then? All right, okay, we could have perhaps done with you for that day, to be perfectly honest, and all of your expertise.
At the end of the day, we
Not
made
that we're troublemakers, we're just going to have what Chris Pugh hates, and it's
I
called
think it's
fun.
going to go a bit pear-shaped, isn't it?
It's definitely going pear-shaped.
Brilliant, love it. Well, there you go. This has been the Tilton Talk Show. Neil, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us tonight. Come back any time you like, when you want to put another appeal out for shirts or the lights or whatever. And as you say, the cause will be for a personal cause to you, which is cancer research. And I'm sure that as soon as you've got this collection together, you will be amazed at the amount of tickets you sell. Because not only A, is it one hell of a good collection, B, it's for one hell of a good cause.
I'll keep you guys
All right.
updated.
Yeah.
We actually have sentiments here already. It's just that we don't use them.
Some of us.
More marketing. Mr. Q, any plans for this week? Or apart from packing and getting ready for...
just Madrid, Get through work and get to Madrid.
Well, what day are you going?
Friday.
Tuesday, right, okay, it's cool. So you won't be with us next Monday then. Will you be listening? I'm sure you'll be listening.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely, it'd be high on his
Just to
priority.
see what fun we might have on the show in your absence. As always, mate, it's always a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you, Chris Brown. You're a star. Thank you very much for the Bavarian non-alcoholic beer might I had as I'm driving all the way home. And now as I wend my weary way back to Staffordshire, let's get as many people down to St Andrews tomorrow as we possibly can. This probably is our last shout at it. If we fail tomorrow night, then at least we know that we've got a shed loads of Midland Starvers coming up next year. And whatever happens, for me, it has been a season that has been worthy of supporting, to be perfectly honest with you. And sometimes it is, as the song says, a very long road, and there will be joys and sorrows too. Chris, have a very safe journey to Madrid and back, my friend. Neil, thank you very much for coming in and sharing with us and putting an appeal out there for shirts. Chris, thank you for being so well dressed this evening. And we'll see you all back on the Tilton Talk show next Monday, 7 o'clock, 7:30 till 9. There will be no Keith Bracey next week. That's in a week and a half's time, 2 weeks' time. So listen out for Capo on his Thursday night show and the Friday nights and the Biscuit Boys and everything else that's good that's going on here at Sports Radio Birmingham. Good night. God bless, take care and keep right on.
Good night.
So let courage every day be our guiding star always. Keep right on to the end of the road. Keep right on to the end. If the way be long, let your heart be strong. Keep right on round the bend. If you're tired and weary, still journey